We had this exact same
Did we really?
conversation like 2 weeks ago.
Are you kidding?
No, like 100% shot for shot.
Oh, Warren Moon. Yeah, I remember that
Shot for
conversation.
shot, same conversation where you talked about his baseball cards. And
Football cards.
Football cards. We're losing it. We're losing it, Newman.
I don't know.
We're losing it.
I don't remember anything I say anymore. Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is by you. Welcome back to the Underqualified Knuckleheads podcast. I'm your host, Andy Newman, and alongside me, as always, is the man, the myth, the recently shaved mustache, Daniel Keene. Daniel, how are we today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Well, no, I'm not, but whatever.
Oh, why? Explain.
I'm busy.
I know you are.
As you can tell, we've missed a week, and we're swamped.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But it's a good kind of swamped, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I think so. Last week we missed, to be completely honest, for me to screw around at the bed races, and that was
It's
relatively
totally okay
worth it.
because I really was not in the mood to record an episode today or that day.
But yeah, no, the bed races are super fun. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, last week was homecoming for Ball State University, and we have this annual tradition where a bunch of people and organizations one person gets on top of a bed, and then 4 people push them on said bed down a street, and then they race. And it's honestly, I don't know how this was conceptualized or whatever, but it's interesting tradition to say the least. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed it the past 2 years, and this year I got the opportunity to be a fake individual getting interviewed about trivia questions, which I know all the answers to. So, by my own organization. So it was fun. Yeah.
That does sound fun.
Yeah.
I didn't go.
Why didn't you go?
I don't really remember why I didn't go. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you a fan of the bed races?
I like them. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I went last year. It's cool. It's Ball State.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I was doing that day.
You were doing something. We were going to do a podcast.
We were.
Yeah.
Maybe I just was working in the.
You probably
in the
were.
newsroom.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at right now.
I would assume.
We were supposed to talk production schedules in the class that Andy and I just left, and it's just whatever's due soonest I get done.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And speaking of getting done soonest, we just collabed on a fantastic piece you can read at thedn.com or
BallStateDailyNews.com.
Yes.
It is a wonderful piece that I wrote, but Andy reported. Actually, Andy really helped us out of a bag there. So we had a story fall through, and I would have handled it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But Andy and I were talking, we were talking in the newsroom, and he had mentioned that he was going to shoot for a package he was doing on cross country.
Yep.
I was like, "What's the angle?" And he was like, "They haven't had a home meet in a while." So I had him ask a couple extra questions for me, and Andy got a byline in a news article.
Yeah, I'm in the Daily News now. I'm a reporter, briefly, kind of. Yeah. You know what?
We'll welcome you anytime, Andy.
I appreciate it. No, I enjoyed my experience of shooting you over video that I took. Maybe next time I'll have a little bit more of an involved writing experience. But
I mean,
we'll see.
honestly, that's not terribly. So, when you get out of college,
Yeah.
some people will do sports clerk internships. Literally, their whole job is to go grab interviews.
Really? Okay. Hey, well, jeez.
I just
You're struggling today, aren't you?
Coughed.
Come
I'm not sick or anything.
I know.
I just coughed. I'm sick in the woo.
Whoa, don't say that.
No. I meant my brain's just a little foggy today.
Yeah, I know.
I woke up earlier than I have in a hot minute. I don't have class until 11 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And
Kate is your first class?
Kate is my first class of the day.
Right.
Shout out to our professor, Kate Elliott.
Yeah.
I will show up to class more often.
Yes.
I love your class. Sometimes I legit forget that she has class.
You did forget one time and thought that you just didn't. Yeah.
2 times I legit. So Kate's class is 2:33.
Yep.
And then I have another class with Robin Blom 2:21.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll get a notification on my Canvas, 2:21, no class.
Yeah.
And and for some reason I read the news part, not the 2:21 part. So I think, oh, Kate doesn't have class today. When
Inaccurate.
in reality, Kate had class, Blom didn't, so I skipped
Yeah.
Kate's class, and then I show up to Blom's class, and no one's there. It's a pretty fun little cycle. But I haven't like missed enough classes to where I count for truancy yet. So we're doing
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
Yeah.
Is truancy a thing in college?
I don't think it's a thing
It's
in college.
definitely not.
I think it's like no, because they're like if you miss enough class. Oh, it's like if you miss enough class to drop you a letter grade.
Oh, really?
I think that's what it is.
Is that really a thing?
Well, it depends on the professor. I have
Oh.
a professor who, if you miss class more than 5 times, he'll fail a class.
Oh,
I've only missed twice.
okay.
But
Oh, I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
pretty wild.
Well, I guess it is up to the discretion. Of the
Shout out to my
professor.
dad. He listens to this podcast religiously. I'm going to class. I'm going to class. And
He is.
That whole 5 minutes there made it seem like I don't go to class a lot. I
He
go
goes
to
to class. Yeah.
I go to class.
He just doesn't necessarily show up to that one class that we have together all the time. Especially around this past week.
I missed like 2 days,
3.
but it felt like a long time.
It did. We were concerned.
Were you though?
No, not really.
Yeah. No, they don't care.
There's definitely some people in that class that showed up for the first week and are still in the class, but have never gone back.
I've seen a couple kids who I've just never. What the kid who sits
Yeah.
just to the left of
Yeah.
you? I've
Hasn't-
never
hasn't
seen.
been back
Did he
yet.
drop it?
No.
No, he's in it.
No, he still asks me for the attendance every day. Yeah, and I give it to him. Like, whatever.
Wow, that's
I know.
funny.
I'm sorry. For whatever reason, if somehow Kate Elliott decides to play this podcast, this specific episode in the future during our class, and we're in there, or even our future class of Kate Elliott, we will preface, we love you, Kate. Thank you so much for all you do for Ball State University and for us in our education.
Kate
Bright
is,
spot in our days.
No, Kate is a great teacher.
Yes.
Kate is one of the professors that I have right now that like if I see her on like a class schedule next year, I will like,
Take it.
I will take that class.
Yeah.
Like I love Kate. I want to take an advanced editing course with Kate because she's a really phenomenal writer, and I want to learn how she does that.
Yeah, she's very descriptive. Anyway,
Anyway,
you want to get into so bed races, whatever. We talked about some classes.
Oh, I'm on duty this weekend. That's why I'm not in a great mood.
Oh, okay.
So,
Now
for
I
those-
get it.
for those of
now we
you-
get into the meat and potatoes of what the whole problem is.
The whole funk. For those of
Funk.
you, for those of you who have been in college, the weekend of Halloween is. It's so,
not good.
a lot goes down.
That is not good.
Kids are doing what
I didn't
college.
even think about Halloween.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
It's called
Whoa.
Hallow Weekend. So Thursday through technically, kids are still going to parties on Sunday
Oh yeah,
and
it will be.
Monday.
It'll because it's Monday is
You have-
Halloween. So
You
you're
have
getting
you have class, bro.
Oh shoot, I have duty on Sunday night.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh,
I think Sunday night will be the break in the bender.
please,
But Hallow Weekend
please.
is basically when all the. It's also so. It's getting cold out in the Midwest. It's getting colder and colder.
Finally, yeah.
And this is like the last weekend that it's still suitable for you to walk from a dorm to a frat party or a dorm to a house party. So kids are still going out and whatever. But like after this weekend, it gets so cold that kids won't go out to parties.
Yeah.
So this is like the big and like until the spring, this is when they blow it all out. And I'm on duty on Friday and Saturday. So
That really sucks.
I
apologize.
have a list of stuff that I'm going to get done or not get done depending on how many times
Yeah.
the duty phone rings. But I picked it in August when we were going over our schedules. Like you get to choose your schedules.
Yeah.
And I picked it and I didn't even think about it.
Why would you not?
I don't know. I don't do
If
that.
You, if you think if
I
you
don't
think-
I don't do that kind of thing in like a lot. So like I don't really I don't know. The whole partying never
poor
really
call.
What?
Poor call. Essentially.
Oh yeah, poor call. I
Yeah.
mean, like the whole partying thing never really like made a whole lot of sense to me. So the whole partying on Halloween weekend also never made sense to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think about it. And then I picked it, and every other RA in the room was like, "Oh my, you willingly picked that?" And I was like, "What?" And then I was like, SpaghettiOs." So
Yikes.
we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Clearly
I'm
you're
excited. I'm excited for Sunday afternoon.
Hey.
You know, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna get done. Duty is Friday and Saturday. Sunday morning, I'm gonna watch the Arsenal game. I'm gonna sleep in a little
Hey, you
bit.
got the Broncos and Jags game on Sunday morning too.
I do not want to watch that.
Hey, great segue. Just
Great segue.
great segue.
Sorry, we're just talking about our lives at this point. You know, it's okay.
Let's get into some NFL and some sports podcasting here a little bit. Let's go into
let's
it.
do what we came here to do.
So the big headline for this Jaguars and in Broncos game. So they're in Munich or are they in London?
I believe they're in London.
Let me look. I
There
swear
was one
there's a
game in
coming up
Munich.
in
One's
Munich, right?
going to be in Mexico City too.
Is Mexico City coming back after that horrendous Chiefs-Rams debacle? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that when the field was literally like just completely destroyed?
It was not pretty. Well, it was a
no.
soccer. It was a soccer pitch.
Yeah, it was.
And soccer pitches aren't really made for football.
Why is it not showing up?
Yeah, no, it's London.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
from
okay,
London.
it's
So
London.
it's
There it is.
so it's gonna be like morning football, but like we already have our morning football.
So the big story coming out of that is clearly Russell Wilson and his insane antics that everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone's fed up with on the Broncos
I feel
right now.
so bad for the guy. Like
He's
a nice dude.
He seems like it.
He's
Sure.
positive. You know, he loves his religion. You know, he's good. He's a good
His
dude.
wife,
but
family,
he's just
go Hawks, Broncos country, let's
It's like
ride.
like you want to help him by just not letting him post and talk about the stuff he posts.
Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
Dude,
Pat McAfee again.
You can look up like a whole compilation of
It's wild.
of Russell Wilson's like cringiest moments, and you know it was fine when he was the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, taking them to Super Bowls and doing his job. But now he's playing like
he can't see wide open wide receivers to win the game.
he's playing really bad. There are two games in which I think they lost both of them, or they could have. I don't know. There's two games where he could have ended the game by finding the end zone on like a short pass.
Oh yeah, so the
short
Colts
pass.
The Colts game.
The Colts
clearly.
game, and then it was.
There's one more. I know, but he's had clear wide open wide receivers, and he hasn't hit them. I don't understand how that's working.
I think it's the altitude in Denver.
Maybe
Maybe he got there and
head's all foggy.
His head's all foggy. Well, also, I mean, maybe he's scarred a little bit from that Super Bowl.
Then get over it.
Is that a possibility?
Get over it.
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyway,
they will be in London.
Yeah.
And have you heard the plan? Not the plan, but the idea for the Jaguars to become the NFL's first European team.
What, they moved to London?
Yeah. And basically, most of their games would be played in the U.S., but like 4 or 5 of the games, teams would travel to London.
Oh,
but
I don't hate that.
I also don't hate that, except like it's not that popular in Europe.
Yeah,
football is
it totally is. They sell out stadiums every single time that they're there.
Well, yeah, because it's like we'll go because it's a spectacle, but they're not going to go every single if the NFL had a regular season in there.
Yeah,
no, because it'd be competing with soccer.
I think what they're trying to do. This is the 3rd game in London this year. Generally, there's like 1.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to test the waters a little bit, personally.
Oh, probably.
If we continue to get fan attendance 3 times, 3, 4, maybe 5 times, then we do that kind of thing, which I think would work out.
Well, and if they make it, it'll be the Jaguars.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It'll be the Jaguars or
it'll be the Jags.
It'll be the Jags.
It'll be the Jags.
Because they have like the weirdest fan base.
Correct.
Duval. Have you ever seen The Good Place?
Yeah. Oh, Jason Mendoza?
Jason Mendoza in The Good Place. He's like a
Bortles fan?
Yeah, he's a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. And basically in the show it's all about like what happens in the afterlife.
Yeah.
And they show the scenes of the people in the afterlife, like how they died. And Jason Mendoza's the guy who's the big Jacksonville Jaguars fan.
Yeah.
He died because he blew up a yacht, or like the yacht blew him up. No, he got locked in a safe, right?
I haven't seen the show in a long time.
Bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like he was like the plot line was like he wasn't supposed to be there. Like he wasn't supposed to end up in the good place. He was supposed to go to the bad place. But one of the scenes from when he was on Earth, he blew up a yacht with like a is it a Molotov? Like the thing where the cloth.
That sounds right.
And then you light it and you throw. Well, he throws it and he goes Bortles. And whenever he throws something in the show, he yells Bortles, like Blake Bortles.
Yeah. Speaking of Blake Bortles, he said that he was going to be on that show. He was going to be on The Good Place.
Oh, I would love that.
But they just didn't work out. He was going to have a cameo.
Yeah. Either way, no, just Jackson. I don't know what I was trying to go with that. Yeah. Jacksonville fans are weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
purely based on that one guy from that fake TV show. Yeah. Jacksonville fans weird.
No, that's why they typecast a Jacksonville Jaguars fan.
Yeah.
Because they're just
interesting individual.
Yeah. Either way, Jacksonville versus Denver. I have Jacksonville. I have Jacksonville. I don't think I have Denver winning a game the rest of the season.
I don't think that's
At least
accurate.
I mean, they'll probably win a game, but I'm not favoring them in any game.
Before I make my pick, Russell Wilson, working out nonstop. We got to talk about that.
Oh my God! Did you see what Justin Tucker did on the Ravens plane? Okay, so talk about him first. Yeah.
Yeah. So the big story coming out of this Denver Broncos and Jaguars game is on the way to London. Everyone's sleeping. It's like an 8-hour flight. Everyone is trying to sleep, but whatever reason, Mr. Unlimited decided that instead of sleeping and respecting his entire team's right to not be awake on a midnight flight or whatever, he would do high knees and sprints and like leg lunges and warm-ups up and down the plane, waking up members of the team while doing so.
The guy's a walking meme.
I don't get it.
He's a walking meme.
Why would you do that?
Every single time he takes an interview or does an ad or decides to post something on his social media, it just turns into a meme.
I don't get it.
And it doesn't help that he is like absolutely stinkering at quarterback.
Oh, he's
right
bad.
now.
Yeah.
He is like, ugh.
I wish I would have sold my Russell Wilson football
Yeah, you
cards.
talked about
Yes.
this last.
Did I really?
A couple weeks ago when we had Claire on.
I'm regretting it. I'm again still regretting the said decision. I think they've dropped like $40.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm disappointed because at one point in time he's just a clear coat Hall of Famer. Now it's just like what? I don't know. Do you think he still is?
We had this exact same
Did we really?
conversation like 2 weeks ago.
Are you kidding?
No, like 100% shot for shot.
Oh, Warren Moon. Yeah, I remember that.
Shot for shot, same conversation where you talked about his baseball cards, and
football
cards, and if you could sell him when he made the Hall of Fame, and then whether or not he was going to be the Hall of Fame, and then we talked about whether he was the MVP. We're losing it. We're losing it, Newman.
I don't know.
We're losing it.
I don't remember anything I say anymore. I just say words out of my mouth and related to subjects, and that happens to be the one that I'm always thinking of because I'm still mad about it.
Oh, boy.
That's great.
Either way, I still have Jacksonville winning.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's actually a legitimately not horrible team. They beat the heck out of the Chargers that 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously beat the Colts, which, again, not really that big of a feat.
Shut out the Colts, actually.
Out the Colts. So, yeah, I don't know how they've lost this many games already. I mean, they lost to the Colts again, and they lost to the Texans somehow, which is just unbelievable. I think that they pulled this off. I think that whole Jags team, again, going back to London like every year, they got the whole process down.
Yeah.
So we're good to go. You know what? I really wish I would have sold my Russell Wilson football cards.
You think he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, Andy?
I don't know. What do you think? I think he's kind of like Warren Moon.
Was he a Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's look it up.
I will say, as much as the Jaguars like London, they're 3-4 playing in London.
Are they really?
Yeah. Well, because they always send send like a not good team. They send a bad team to London, and then they let like a big team go whomp on them. So like in 2017, they lost 44-7 to the Ravens. Like,
no,
not good.
Wow.
Either way, I do have the Jags in this game. Have you been seeing the trade rumors going around?
I've seen. Well, obviously, we can talk about the big one that happened a couple weeks ago.
Be my guest.
A week ago. About a week ago now. Christian McCaffrey, during Thursday Night Football of last week, got traded over to the 49ers and already has played a game with them and looks pretty good. I think the 49ers, honestly, great team still. And I think I finally realized that Jimmy Garoppolo is not good for that franchise at all.
I think that Christian McCaffrey is not riding the bench in Carolina anymore. He's riding the bench in San Francisco.
What? What do you mean?
He's going to be injured.
Well, if he doesn't get injured, great trade.
Great trade, but also he's going to get injured.
You think so?
I'm 100%.
He just has that bug, and it sucks. Paris Campbell has it, but he's coming into his own now. But anyway, yeah, those guys, it sucks to see people that have so much fantastic potential and are actually really, really good. Just keep getting that. And I think hopefully Christian makes it through the year. I hope he will.
So
no ill will.
I think maybe. He's going. Did you see that the Eagles are pushing for another running back?
Yeah.
They want Alvin Kamara.
Really?
Imagine that. Miles Sanders is already a great running back.
Yeah.
Imagine Alvin Kamara in that offense.
I would like that. I don't know how much would you have to give up for that? Like what? A couple second rounds?
They want
maybe
a
second and
I
a
think
third?
they want their pick back. I think they traded picks with them a couple years ago, and they want. I think it's a first rounder. They want that first rounder back.
Nah.
I wouldn't give it up for Alvin Kamara.
No. He's good though.
Yeah, he's
running
good.
backs. I do not trade first round picks for.
Really?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think running backs are running back again is the most replaceable position in the NFL.
No, it's kicker, but okay.
No, it's okay.
You want to talk about job turnover? It's kicker.
Okay, I'm talking. How about skill position?
Skill position? Yeah, it's running back.
Well, I guess kicker would be considered it's a skill. It's the most skill of any other position. Single skill.
Yeah.
Skills position.
Yeah. While we're talking about trading and contract cancellation, Tom Brady signed some paperwork this week.
Yeah, he canceled a contract.
Canceled a contract.
A lifelong one.
A lifelong contract with Giselle.
Hats off.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Why did he feel the need to make a public statement?
I don't know. And why did ESPN feel that he needed to make an alert about it?
The Athletic did it too.
They made an alert about it.
What makes him so special?
I don't know.
Is it just because he's the greatest quarterback of all time?
If Peyton Manning gets divorced,
Did Peyton Manning get divorced?
No,
Does he
he's
even
probably not going to.
Is he married?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
Yeah, he has 2 kids.
He has 2 kids.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's got the whole family. But no, if okay, here's if Patrick Mahomes gets divorced, will that be a public statement?
Well, it will not because it's Patrick Mahomes, but because of the internet presence that Brittany Mahomes and Jackson Mahomes have had on.
That's true. Okay.
In relation to that,
but anyway, yeah.
I think let's say if Matthew Stafford gets divorced, it's probably going to come up, but Matthew Stafford's not going to make a public statement about it.
Yeah, it's not going to be. Yeah, that's weird.
I think in an increasing world of media and socials and people always talking and things going around socials, everybody feels the need to define everything in a statement.
Yeah. Okay. I just it's a great timely topic for us on the podcast right now because it came out like 2 hours ago. So Buccaneers last night, Thursday night football against the Baltimore Ravens. Looked putrid. Did not look like a team that was actually worth a grain of salt or anything. And Tom Brady looked like a shell of a man. A legitimate shell of a man playing for a franchise that has no direction or magnitude.
I think he's...
Vector. Oh, yeah.
I think he's got a lot going on right now.
I know.
It's like Manti Te'o.
I don't get it. Okay, here's my question.
It's like Manti Te'o in that national championship game. He's got so much in his head right now, he can't play.
So when he initially retired, in the offseason, do you think he was forced to by Giselle?
I don't think he was.
Do you think he did that to initially save their marriage and then said, "Screw it, I like football more than you"?
I don't think. Okay, so that's what everyone. That's what the running joke is right now. Is that Tom Brady spent a week with Giselle and the kids and was like, "Screw it, I want to play football," or that Giselle wanted a divorce, so he went back to football. I don't think we, in any way, shape, or form, have the right or the knowledge to speculate on that.
Clue.
I don't think it was a football or me type deal because they were together for 13 years.
No way.
If football was going to come before the relationship or there was going to be an issue with that, it would have happened by now.
I think it played a significant factor, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I just don't
But also,
understand.
Tom Brady's not really playing. Okay.
It's what?
Hot. I don't know how hot of a take this is, but
Yeah.
I don't really think Tom Brady's playing football right now.
What do you mean by that?
He doesn't practice for most of the week.
No, he does not.
When he practices, he basically is taking the amount of touches that a player returning from injury is taking.
Accurate.
He doesn't practice on Wednesdays.
Does he not really?
He does not practice on Wednesdays.
Kind of just probably because he can't.
And then when he shows up in the game, he just like,
Yeah. I mean, he looks really mad. I don't know. It's not him anymore.
I will say,
It's weird.
yeah, moving on from that, whatever. No,
Buccaneers look bad.
The Buccaneers look bad. With or without divorce, this Buccaneers team looks bad.
Yeah.
It just looks inconsolable.
They're 3-5.
They're not good.
No.
Do you think it's Brian Leftwich?
I think it might be, actually. Yeah.
Because, I mean, they were doing it under Bruce Arians. What's different? Is it just Tom Brady aging? That cannot be the reason the team
I think
fails.
it's Tom Brady's in a funk. Mike Evans is in some weird thing, too. They keep replacing receivers with some washed-up old dudes that they think would just play with Tom Brady. And obviously, Julio's not working out very well.
Oh, my God. I drafted Julio. I haven't started him in a single game.
Get him out of there.
Leonard Fournette's doing pretty good for my fantasy.
Sure.
You know?
But yeah, they just keep hiring or signing and bringing on dudes that just kind of like, oh, they'll plug in a hole or whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's not. It's kind of doing the same thing as Colts are doing a little bit, but worse in a way, in a downward trajectory of bad.
I'll say, moving on to another trade.
James Robinson or no?
Well, James Robinson did go to the Jets, which is
ripped to Breece Hall, bro.
It's a real tough. If it's a real
blow.
Tough blow for that team.
Tough
And for Breece Hall. I mean, he came in as a rookie. He wasn't getting the first 2 weeks. I don't think he got any touches.
Not really.
But then he just he lit up.
Oh,
he lit up, and he was doing good. And then right with the injury, and that's really
disappointing.
You hate to see it. But Kadarius Toney gets traded out of New York. He's going to Kansas City.
That's interesting.
I just texted Uncle Brian to see what his
Uncle
thoughts were.
Brian.
He says, and I quote, "Unfortunately, no real opinion. We still need targets for DJ, but I do understand we need better performers."
You know what?
I think that's a pretty good way to put it, because Kadarius Toney in New York was nothing special. It wasn't bad, but it was very.
He was supposed to be really good this year, wasn't he? Were people projecting him to be really good?
I thought he was going to be a lot better.
I don't know. But hey, the Giants looking really good though. Like they're 5-2 right now? Is that accurate? I do believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5-2, and so are the Jets.
New York teams.
Yeah.
New York
What's
teams.
up with that?
New York team. I don't know.
That you know what? Good for New York. Finally.
Yeah.
You know,
the Yankees went to the ALCS. I mean, they lost.
I'm talking about football fans. You know?
Yeah, but across the board, New York sports have not been great.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. So good for New York.
Good for New York.
They're doing something in the football arena. I'm happy for them. New York City. New York State, they're Bills, I would assume.
Buffalo
right?
does not lose football games. I think the Eagles will be in the Super Bowl as the NFC winners. But
you really think so?
I think it's a good possibility. I think if they trade for a top running back like Alvin Kamara, they're almost guaranteed a spot. Yeah. They look good.
They are really cool.
This team looks really good.
I like their squad. I like what they have going for them.
Yep.
You know whose squad I don't like and have nothing going for them? Take your guess. Which one am I talking about?
The Colts.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
So let's talk about your Colts news. Sam Ellinger.
Actually, we do have something going for us now.
Ellinger. Sam Ellinger, Texas quarterback. Hook 'em.
We're back.
We're back. Is he that guy?
He's that guy, yeah.
He's that guy. Didn't they win like a bowl game against like a low-ranked team?
Yeah. They won like a Cotton Bowl, though. So it was like something actually kind of big.
Oh, wait. Sam Ellinger was the guy who showed up in the press conferences after Texas won a bowl game. And he was like, "We're back." And then they went like 2-8.
Yeah, they sucked.
It was
the
bad.
next year he left.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
NFL.
Sorry. Yeah. I thought he left for a minute, like to a different school. No. But I mean, Texas is looking good with Quinn Ewers at quarterback, and
they're gonna get Arch.
And he's coming in.
Yeah.
Arch Manning is coming to Texas.
Coming to town.
I don't think without that last name, I don't think that Arch Manning is a 5-star quarterback.
Oh, come on.
I've seen him play.
What? He's fantastic. What are you talking about?
You take that name away. If his name was Arch Newman or, Arch Keen or Arch Greer, it's not.
Arch Greer.
Arch Greer. He's not. Shout out Zach.
Shout out Zach Greer.
I don't think he's a 5-star quarterback, but whatever. We'll see what he does.
I completely disagree with that.
He might bring Texas back. We'll see.
I completely disagree with that.
But Sam Ellinger, starting quarterback in Colts land.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm excited. I'm excited that we're actually moving in some sort of direction that's not stagnant. That game against the Titans was disappointing to say the least. I'm happy that I think, and you know who it is that's doing this, by the way? Jim Irsay.
Oh yeah.
Frank Reich had no plans.
He's like a mini Jerry Jones.
Kind of. Frank Reich had absolutely no plans on Sunday. to be benching Matt Ryan at all. And Matt Ryan is actually hurt as of right now. So Sam Ehlinger probably would have been starting anyway. But the decision was made for the whole season.
Yeah.
It's to switch to Sam Ehlinger. And I think Jim Irsay just had enough after 3 years of old, washed-up dudes. Carson Wentz isn't that old, I guess. But
well, he's pretty washed.
He's washed. Old.
He got benched.
Washed,
he got benched for
tall, white quarterbacks that can't run.
Yeah.
Then.
He got benched for
Who? What? Carson?
Yeah,
Carson's hurt right now. He's hurt.
Well,
he's actually hurt.
We know he's hurt, but he was going to get benched anyway
for Heineke?
Heineke.
You think so? I think he'd still be around.
Heineke's like the same Ehlinger caliber
he
quarterback.
Is.
Which I would like.
It's weird.
This Commanders Colts game on Sunday afternoon.
Interesting.
Kyle's going. Kyle Smedley, friend of the pod, is going to be there.
Really?
We'll have him report back to us on what he sees.
Yeah.
But I think like you said, the biggest pro to putting in Ehlinger, one, is like they're either going to do well and find out that this guy could be a franchise quarterback.
Yep.
Or has potential.
Yep.
Or they're going to do bad and they're going to draft their franchise.
Correct.
There's no real loss here. I think in Ehlinger, you have a guy who can scramble.
Yeah.
You can have a guy who can get out of the pocket, drop a 45-yard run on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in preseason, but
Yeah, still.
But you got a guy who's mobile. And I think if you've seen the sacks that Matt Ryan has taken this year, they were less of sacks and more like
I can't move,
so I'm going to hit the deck.
Yeah.
And that's smart for an old quarterback, but that's not what the Colts need right now.
It worked for Peyton Manning, but Peyton Manning could also throw all over the field.
Peyton Manning also ran offenses.
Yes. Peyton Manning was Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning was Peyton Manning. Matt Ryan, not Peyton Manning.
No. They kept trying to make comparisons to him and Peyton Manning on like leadership style or whatever. I did not see that at all. Like everyone was trying to be like, Matt Ryan feels like another Peyton Manning in the building. I did not. Yeah. I guess it wasn't in the building physically, but like translating onto the field, nope, not at all. Like nowhere close to that. I was expecting all this like cool like talking at the line, scrambling out the play, Omaha, yada yada. None of that. Let's just walk out there, throw the ball to no one, and then hand off the ball to JT 7 times a game, and that works.
Yeah, except he's 4th in the league for passing yards right now, which is absolutely
wild.
atrocious.
I don't understand that at all. Yeah. Why are we doing that with Jonathan Taylor in the backfield? I don't know.
Flipping over to my folks in blue.
Okay, but I will say real quick. Yes. Sam Ehlinger, excited to see what he has to do. Colts, 3-3-1 on the year. Hopefully he gets a 4-3-1 in the whatever. Colts getting screwed so hard with our schedule, by the way.
You should beat the commies, though.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I think. Maybe. We might not be fine. After they beat the Packers, but whatever. Packers not looking too good either.
Packers not looking good.
We'll talk about that.
Honestly,
in a second.
I think the Vikings are going to win in the NFC North.
You think so?
Did I say English there?
No.
People who hang out with me long enough notice that sometimes I'll mumble through a sentence and they just pick it up.
No, I figured out what
Andy knows it. Brooke's learning it pretty well. But some people will just hear me just mumble stuff and go, "What just came out?"
I don't know.
I think the Vikings are going to win the NFC North.
I like that.
I mean, not because they're like show stopping and out of this world, but
it's the best team in that.
Everyone else is horrible.
Not great. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so Colts, excited to see what they're going to do with Sam Ehlinger. That Colts game, for whatever reason, was at the beginning. Which is why it's a 4:25 game this week.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be okay, cool. Matt Ryan's going to play Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz coming back to Indianapolis after getting traded away. We got the replacement. We're going to see who battles and who gets the upper hand and made the right decision. Instead, both of the guys that got traded are not playing, and we have Heineke versus Ehlinger, battle of 2 number 4 short dudes that can run and dive.
Yep.
Weird.
I think
what happened?
Heineke undrafted?
Yes.
And Ehlinger
Heineke was the backup quarterback in the XFL.
Yes, but then he got the starting job and did well, and then he got signed by Washington, and then Washington had Alex.
No, he never started in the XFL.
No,
it was always Jordan Ta'amu. Yeah, because I watched all those games.
Really?
St. Louis Battlehawks.
I thought he got time though, right?
A little.
I think he got a little bit of time because then he got signed by Washington's practice squad, and then they bumped him up to backup.
Yeah.
And then he had that lights out performance against
the Buccaneers in the playoffs.
Against the Bucs in the playoffs, and I think that's enough to secure a backup job in the NFL for a long time. And we'll see how he does on Sunday, too. I like the guy. Have you seen how he, every time his team beats another team, he buys a pair of Jordans?
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't see that.
That's awesome.
He started doing that.
Really awesome. But
no blue and white shoes for you.
No blue and white
Please.
shoes for him.
No. Anyways, Lions, NFC North.
It's just bad.
Let's talk 'em.
It's like, honestly, like the offense has been ravaged by injuries. I mean, Reynolds, DJ Chark, DeAndre Swift, all of them have suffered. Amon-Ra St. Brown. They've all suffered injuries. The offensive line has had some injuries. That offensive line is one of the best offensive lines in football right now, except absolute ravaged by injuries.
Yeah.
That I can understand. That sucks. It's tough luck. It's not what you like to see, but it happens.
Yeah.
Defensively, not only are the Lions just bad defensively, they're not smart defensively. They're putting up so let's just go to the defensive front.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson has, I think he said 19 pressures.
Andrew Hutchinson.
What did I say?
You said I'm kidding with you.
Did I say it right?
No, you did.
Oh my gosh,
you
Andy!
Did. I was just joking with you. Yeah, reference. Hey, I remember some things about our old podcast.
I said Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, you said Aiden. You said the correct words.
Oh boy! Now you're thinking I don't think I said it. We'll have to go back.
See, I remember some things about our old podcast, but you know what? I've always been kind of thinking I should have sold those Russell Wilson rookie cards a while ago.
That would have been a good idea.
Would have been in the Hall of Fame.
Do you think
right?
he's going to be in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Let's talk. Warren Moon, right?
He was an MVP, right?
Yeah.
Or no, just a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway,
let's go start.
I'm not gonna forget that now.
No, I don't think you will. I just thought it was amazing that I thought you were joking with me for
I
10
just
seconds,
forgot, yeah.
and then I was like, "Holy crap, Andrew Newman!"
Having the same conversation I just did, yeah.
And then I thought I was wrong. Like I'm just having deja vu.
Maybe we talked about it at another time. I don't know, but we talked about it on the podcast. Someone listened to it
because I listened back to Claire's episode. Oh, shout out to one of my residents actually left me a note on my door, and they were like, "Thank you so much for bringing Claire on the podcast. Her job sounds awesome in Philly." And I was like,
it is
in Pittsburgh, not Philly. Oh, let's spend 10 seconds talking about Philly once I'm done talking about the Lions.
Okay.
Aiden Hutchinson leads all NFL rookies with the most pressures in the league, except the pressures that the Lions are putting up are pressures. Yes.
Yeah.
They are pressuring the quarterback. They are doing something on the front seven, but they're really basic pressures.
Yeah.
They're not smart with it, and it's very, very, very easy for offenses to figure out, and it's making us look stupid. And Aaron Glenn needs to get fired. But we play the Dolphins, so as long as Tua plays, I'm starting Tua in my fantasy league. I'm 6-0. I have to. I don't even care about whether or not the Lions win right now. I'm 6-0, dude. Yeah. I got to keep that perfect record.
There you go.
I'm 6-0.
Here's just an update. So remember that little bet that we made?
Uh-oh.
So what is your guys' record right now? That'd be 1-6.
Hey, the season's not over.
Am I correct that
Andy,
am I correct that it is 1-6, or is it 1-5?
I think it's 1-6.
Have they had? Is it 1-6?
No, they've had their bye week. It's 1-5.
Okay. Well, they're 1-5, and I do believe the Colts are at 500. So.
You know what? They're not.
Anna, you also owe me Culver's. So.
What is your Culver's order again?
Again, it's a regular concrete mixer.
Are you going home this weekend?
No.
Okay. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'll get you on Sunday.
Okay.
I have to do some shopping on Sunday.
Sounds good. Keep me posted.
We'll put it on the story.
Again, anyone wants to send me some Culver's. I don't know how you would do that, but regular concrete mixer with chocolate custard, M&M cookie dough. Mix it all
Somebody else write that down because I forgot it.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it your way.
You already did.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll send it again.
The Chiefs, he texted me and he was like, "Here's my order." No, but the Lions they need to sort it out.
Sad.
I'm afraid that they aren't. I mean, yes, we had a lot of expectations for them. It was probably our fault as a fan base to expect so much out of Detroit this season because they're only letting us down. But
dude, your first 4 games were so close.
We were good our first 4 games.
One score,
and then we get ravaged by injuries. So I think after I think it'll be better. I don't think we're gonna finish 1-12.
Yeah.
But I would still like the first overall.
You almost beat the Eagles.
We almost beat the Eagles.
You almost did.
The Eagles escaped Detroit with a win.
Yeah.
I remember those days when we were 0-1, but I was so positive.
Yeah.
What happened?
See, and thankfully we've gotten to the point in the podcast where Dan is feeling a little better. I think have you enjoyed your time a little bit better?
I like to say that the podcast is just like my ASL class. I walk into it and I'm like, I don't really want to be here today. I don't really want to do this, and then I leave and I'm like, it was good. It's like going for a run. I mean, to be fair, I haven't gone for a run in
a good
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. But it's like going for a run. You never want to go, and then you go, and you have a good time, and it clears your head, and you're better.
Yeah.
But I do have a laundry list of things to do, and I'm on duty this weekend, so.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
You can't be that happy. But
Eagles, right?
Eagles escaped Detroit with a win.
Yep.
And then, Detroit, we're good. I still like to watch the games. I'll still support the team, but man, we got to fix some stuff. But on the topic of Philly.
Yeah.
Philly's in the World Series. Which, by the way, it's Phillies Astros. Who's your pick?
I think Astros.
Astros are going to sweep Philly. I think they're going to play the entire postseason without losing a game. But if Philadelphia wins the World Series, it's Philly. They're going to celebrate. But if Philadelphia wins the World Series and then the Super Bowl, I'm genuinely worried about that city. I don't think it'll survive. I think we're just going to have to tape it off.
So what? That would be 4 months separation?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Wow. Yeah, that could actually be really bad.
Yeah. So same resident that I had leave me a note about thanking us for bringing Claire on the pod.
Yeah.
No, I can't say the name, but
you
know who you are. Thank you so much for listening.
Great job.
Great job. All my residents are so cool. I love all my residents.
So do I. I enjoy all of mine as well.
I don't have a resident that I'm like, don't like you. You don't. They're all just super nice.
Really?
Well, I definitely have a resident or two.
I've heard some stories that would counteract what you just said to me.
I have some residents that I'm not as close with, and don't get to talk to as much. But no, they're all fine.
All right. How many do you have again?
I have 40.
Okay, so about the
41,
same.
42. Yeah, just about that. But
anyway,
no, for the most part, they're all.
Sounds like we're talking about kids. It's really weird.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't have children. I don't even have a girlfriend. So
they're adult individuals that live in our building.
They're my age. Some of them are older than me.
Do you have any juniors or seniors?
Yes.
I had a resident who's a senior, and they came up to me on first day, and they were like, "Here's the deal. I get the rundown. Just let me know when you need to talk, and then we're good." And I'm like, "Okay, perfect."
Thank you.
I that's great. But no, my residents are really good. Said resident though, they want to find a new team to support. Can
I give them a rundown on the Indianapolis Colts?
No, so actually they want to stay away from the Colts.
Why?
Because I think they said, I can't remember exactly what they said, but I think they said ever since Peyton Manning left, they just can't really get behind it, and I don't blame them.
What?
But
Why
they want
to.
Right now they said there's. I think they said I totally should have brought
It's okay. Female, male, what do we?
I don't think I can disclose any information.
God, okay.
So yeah, FERPA, it's a law, but we're not allowed to disclose any information about our residents
at all.
We're great. Right. We're Andy and I are amazing.
It's a human individual that exists.
Yes, yeah, that's pretty much all I can tell you.
Well, tell that individual that they should like the Colts and talk to me. Oh, but you just mess up your mic.
No,
stop screwing with the mic,
dude. Sorry. I love.
What are we doing?
I love playing with the mic.
Stop it.
Either way. So this resident wants a new team to support, but they don't want to pick it, based on colors. That's basically what they've been picking off their what teams they want to watch off of. So we're gonna spend the last 5 minutes of the podcast brainstorming what team is the most up and coming, or has the most positive trajectory going forward, or what team is kind of in the dumps right now but has the potential to bounce back. So if you're looking at NFL teams right now, let's pick an NFC and an AFC team for them, and then they can pick between the two.
Okay.
So in the NFC, who are you thinking?
In the NFC, so what? You got the Eagles looking really good.
But you don't want a bandwagon.
And you don't want to be the Cowboys because no one wants
everyone
to be
hates the Cowboys.
The Giants I like the Giants.
The Giants are good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate suggesting the
Dayball
Giants.
County, yeah.
They have good colors. They have
some red in there.
They're in New York. It's a good team. And also, they're good this year. They're not going to win a Super Bowl this year.
So
you're not getting the bandwagon there.
So anyone but the Commanders, really.
Yeah, pretty much anybody but the Commanders.
I don't think anyone in the NFC. What is your division? North?
NFC North. I mean, you could root for the Tigers. We do have a positive trajectory going forward.
Tigers?
What did I say?
You said the Tigers.
It's a Friday. You could root for the Lions. They do have a positive trajectory going forward, but you're gonna have to. There's gonna be more pain before the good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so no.
So probably not. Thinking, what about out west?
Not Vikings.
NFC.
I don't think anybody really.
I mean, Cardinals, not the Niners,
not the Seahawks,
not the Rams,
not the Rams anymore. At least, yeah.
Yeah. So honestly,
the South, nobody.
Nobody in the
South.
NFC South.
Giants.
Yeah, the Giants.
Let's give them the Giants.
I mean, the Giants are good. I recommend the Giants.
Let's go with the Giants.
We'll recommend the Giants. On the AFC side of the ball, there's
Jets.
There's a couple. The Jets.
Low-key.
I mean, you can pick the Giants or the Jets. They're both in New York.
Yeah.
I was going to mention somebody. Jacksonville. Jacksonville is not going to be great this year, but they're playing good football. They have good colors.
I'm not going to recommend anyone from
they
the
have
AFC
a
South.
They have a beautiful blonde-haired quarterback.
No, I'm not.
He's going to cut his hair one day. Trevor Lawrence is going to cut his hair one day, and no one's going to know. He's going to be just a different person.
Yeah, no. I've seen that. Have you seen that hair swap with him and Mac Jones?
Yeah. I thought it was funny. But
Rip Mac Jones,
I like Jacksonville. Who else is good to root for?
Okay, so I don't think anyone in the AFC South, if you're not going to pick the Colts. NFC North or AFC North, sorry. AFC North.
Cincy?
Cincy.
There might be a little bit of a bandwagon there because they're coming off a Super Bowl. The Steelers,
Cincy isn't a horrible pick.
We had Claire on the podcast, and you loved Claire on the podcast. Maybe root for the Steelers and
please root for the Colts
in memory of
please
Claire.
Root for the Colts. We need you.
Andy wants you back in the Colts. But
you go to school in Indiana, obviously. Root for your team. They represent you.
So it's very and honestly.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna say? Either Cincy, Pittsburgh, or Jacksonville.
Not Pittsburgh. Give me Jets.
The Jets or
Over
Jacksonville?
Pittsburgh.
I like Jacksonville.
I don't like Jacksonville.
I don't like the Jets.
I think Cincy and Jets cool. Maybe not. I don't think the Ravens.
No, the Ravens are just
Bills.
Well, the Bills are definitely a bandwagon though right now.
Well, yeah, but still, but Bills.
So any team in New York right
Bills.
now, any football team that's playing in New York right now, or Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville.
Not Jackson. I asked Jacksonville. No,
I think Jacksonville's up and coming, and I think it's a good team. It's a good team to hop on now.
Sure.
Outside of that, I mean, what goes into? I mean, you could always just go to like NFL Team Generator. So NFL Team Generator, and then NFL teams. We're gonna spin a random wheel, and we're gonna land on an NFL team, and you're gonna support that NFL team.
All right, screw it.
Boom.
Colts. The Colts. Please bet it be the Colts.
No way.
Is it actually the Colts?
No, it's Jacksonville.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, so the random generator on the internet says Jacksonville, so go support Jacksonville. But also, I mean, do you have any family? Like that's another one. I like to think about family. If you have
if you have deep personal rooted connections to the team in the area in which the team plays, then that team should be your team.
Well, I don't think they do. That's why they're looking for a new team.
Well, then get some. Oh, hey. It seems like they have some deep personal rooted connections to the state of Indiana. You know who represents the state of Indiana? I don't know. The Indianapolis Colts.
Okay. So like I'm not a Giants fan, but I like to keep tabs on the Giants because my Uncle Brian's a Giants fan, and we've watched Giants games together. I'm
a Chargers fan because of Drew Tranquil.
Tight end, Fort Wayne.
Linebacker,
Fort Wayne.
Carroll.
I got Fort Wayne though.
Yeah,
nice.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you can find your own connection to it.
Yeah.
But like if you're just looking for a team that's doing well, I say Jacksonville. Or any of the teams in New York.
Looking for a team that's doing well, they're 2-5.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun to watch Jacksonville play football.
No, it's not. They lost like 6-9 that one week.
Yeah, that was ugly.
To the Texans.
They shut out the Colts though.
And then they lost to the Colts. To Alec Pierce. They got pierced.
Yeah.
Get pierced. Get pierced, Jacksonville.
Either way, I hope that helped. Thank you all for joining us.
That went super long.
Yeah,
really.
No, I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like I heavily contemplated doing like a pause so I could run to the bathroom.
You should have just ended the show, really.
Yeah.
Why did we have to help out your resident?
No, because this is great.
That was fun.
Well, this is a fan telling us what they want to hear. And
we were incorporating content that other people are telling us that they want.
There we go.
We get it.
Thank you all for joining us. As always,
follow the socials.
Do it. If you ever want to watch the videos of these, you can find us on our Instagram. It's at knuckleheads.sportspod.
Yeah. Hello.
You can also find our episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much wherever you want to listen, actually. But I'm a Spotify guy.
I'm an Apple.
Andy's an Apple guy.
Yeah.
So if you ever go,
My dad's YouTube.
Your dad watches it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mr.
Because
Newman.
he pulls it up on the TV and it like pops up and he's like, oh, okay.
I love that.
Press play after work.
But
goodbye.
Oh
yeah.
no! If you ever see the socials and the social link is an Apple Podcast link, that means Andy did it.
Oh
this
yeah,
week.
yeah.
And if it's a Spotify link, that means
you.
I did it this week. Either way, we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Go Lions.
Go Colts.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
We'll see you next.
Next week.
It's so weird.
No, but just do it. Just do it. Do it.
See you next week.
Yes.